Out of the frying pan and into the fire is an idiom. It means to go from a bad situation to a worse one. Imagine you're in a tough or difficult situation, like being in a hot frying pan. If you jump out of that frying pan, you might think you're getting away from the heat, but if you land in a fire, it's even worse. So, out of the frying pan and into the fire means going from a bad or difficult situation to an even worse one. It's like going from one problem to a bigger problem. Leaving a stressful job, only to join a company facing bankruptcy, was like jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire for Alex. Leaving the crowded subway for a taxi during rush hour turned out to be out of the frying pan and into the fire when they got stuck in a traffic jam. Drink like a fish is an idiom. It means to consume a large or excessive amount of alcohol. It's often used to describe someone who drinks alcohol heavily and frequently. The phrase implies that the person's drinking habits are similar to the way fish constantly take in water through their gills, suggesting a continuous and excessive intake of alcohol. Here comes example sentences for you to understand. She used to drink like a fish in college, but she's much more responsible now. The party got wild, and everyone was drinking like fish until the early morning hours. He's known for drinking like a fish at every social gathering, and it worries his family. If you drink like a fish every night, you'll eventually have health problems. She doesn't drink like a fish, but she enjoys an occasional glass of wine. His friends were surprised to see him drink like a fish at the wedding reception. Pull up your socks is an idiom. That means to put in more effort or work harder. Here is a simple explanation in short bullet points. It's like telling someone to do their best, urges someone to be more prepared and focused for a task, a way to motivate someone to improve their performance. Here are some example sentences for you to understand. I can't tolerate your laziness anymore. It's time to pull up your socks and start contributing. The company is in a difficult situation. We all need to pull up our socks and work extra hard to turn things around. Your performance at work has been lacking lately. It's time to pull up your socks and meet your targets. Knuckle down is an idiom. That means to focus and work hard on a task or goal. Here's a simple explanation in short bullet points. Knuckle down means to get serious and concentrate on your work. It's like putting in extra effort and giving your full attention to a task. It's often used when you need to overcome a challenge or meet a deadline. Here are some example sentences for you to understand. I need to knuckle down and finish my homework before dinner. If we want to win this game, we have to knuckle down and focus on our strategy. The project deadline is approaching, so it's time to knuckle down and complete it. Spill the beans is an idiom. It means revealing a secret or sharing information that was supposed to be kept hidden. It's like accidentally tipping over a container of beans, letting them all fall out and be seen. When someone spills the beans, they disclose something they shouldn't have. It's about giving away a secret, often unintentionally. Here are example sentences for you to understand. Mary couldn't keep a secret and ended up spilling the beans about her friend's new job. I didn't mean to spill the beans, but I let it slip that we were planning a vacation. It's best not to spill the beans about your lottery win or everyone will want to share. To beat around the bush means not getting to the point and instead using unnecessary words or indirect talk in a conversation. Imagine you ask a friend a direct question, and instead of giving a straightforward answer, they start talking about unrelated topics. That's exactly what beating around the bush means. Here are example sentences for you to understand. Stop beating around the bush and tell me if you can come to the party on Friday. When I asked my boss for a raise, he started beating around the bush, talking about the economy and company profits. Tom needs to learn to stop beating around the bush and speak his mind in meetings. The idiom, under the weather, means feeling unwell or not in good health. When someone says they are under the weather, they are telling you that they are not feeling their best physically, and they might be experiencing symptoms like sickness or tiredness. It's a way of expressing that you're not in your best health. Here are example sentences for you to understand. I can't come to the party tonight. I'm feeling a bit under the weather. We postponed our hiking trip because my friend was feeling under the weather. After eating too much ice cream, I was under the weather for the rest of the day.